What if I told you that one of the greatest treasures in human history might still be hidden somewhere in the mountains of South America, untouched, unclaimed, and lost for nearly 500 years? This is the story of the lost treasure of the Incas, a fabled hoard of unimaginable wealth, said to be filled with gold, silver, and sacred artifacts, a treasure so vast it could have rivaled the riches of any empire in the world, and yet no one has ever found it. What really happened to this treasure? Was it hidden deliberately, stolen, or does it still lie buried in the jungles of Peru, waiting to be discovered? Let's travel back to the early 16th century, to a time when the mighty Inca Empire ruled the Andes. At its height, the Inca civilization was one of the largest and most advanced empires in the world. Stretching across modern-day Peru, Ecuador, Bolivia, Chile, and Argentina, the Inca Empire was rich not only in culture and engineering, but also in gold. To the Incas, gold was not merely a symbol of wealth, it was sacred. It represented the sun, the source of life. Temples and palaces were adorned with sheets of gold, statues, jewelry, ceremonial objects, all crafted with extraordinary skill and reverence. Then came the Spanish. In 1532, the Spanish conquistador Francisco Pizarro and his small band of soldiers arrived in the heart of the Inca Empire. They came in search of wealth, land, and glory, and they found all three. But what they truly hungered for was gold. At that time, the empire was in turmoil. The Inca ruler, Atahualpa, had just won a brutal civil war against his brother. But before he could consolidate power, he was captured by Pizarro in the city of Cajamarca. According to chroniclers of the time, Atahualpa offered Pizarro a ransom like no other. He would fill a room 22 feet long and 17 feet wide, with gold up to a height of over 8 feet, and he would do it in exchange for his freedom. Pizarro accepted. Over the next months, gold and silver were gathered from across the empire. Statues, goblets, ornaments, and idols, all to be melted down and handed over to the Spanish. The estimated value of this ransom today would be well over $300 million. But despite fulfilling his promise, Atahualpa was not released. Instead, he was executed. What followed was a campaign of conquest and plunder. The Spanish marched toward the Inca capital of Cusco and looted its treasures. The sacred temples of the sun were stripped bare, cities were razed, people enslaved, and entire generations wiped out. But here's where the mystery begins. Legend tells us that as news of the Spanish betrayal spread, Inca loyalists, priests, nobles, and warriors began hiding their wealth. They believed that by doing so, they could protect it until the empire rose again. There are whispers of entire caravans carrying gold into the remote mountains, secret tunnels beneath cities, treasure hoards buried under lakes deep inside caves or behind waterfalls. One of the most famous legends is that of the city of Paititi, a hidden city of gold, lost deep in the Amazon jungle. Some believe this was the final refuge of Inca nobles and the resting place of the empire's last and greatest treasure. Spanish chroniclers themselves wrote of mysterious messengers and mule trains vanishing into the wilderness. One account tells of a massive shipment of gold headed for Cajamarca, over 11,000 pounds of treasure, that never arrived. To this day, it has never been found. Over the centuries, explorers, adventurers, and even governments have searched for the lost treasure of the Incas. In the 19th century, treasure hunters scoured the Andes, hoping to uncover gold hidden in ancient tombs. In the 20th century, expeditions set out to locate Paititi, but many never returned. In 2001, the Italian archaeologist Mario Poglia uncovered a 400-year-old manuscript in the Vatican archives. It described a vast city, rich with gold, located deep in the Peruvian jungle, sounding eerily similar to the legends of Paititi. Was it real? Or just another fantasy created by gold fever? Some believe that remnants of the treasure may have been taken further inland, perhaps all the way to Vilcabamba, the last stronghold of the Incas, where the final resistance held out for decades after the Spanish conquest. The jungle has swallowed the ruins of that final city. Its stones remain silent. Today, countless myths still surround the fate of the Inca treasure. Some say it was melted down and transported secretly to Europe. Others claim it was hidden by Inca priests who took the secrets to their graves. And there are even those who believe it's cursed, that anyone who seeks it is doomed to failure or death. What we know for sure is this: no one has ever found the treasure. Not entirely. Pieces of Inca gold occasionally surface, in museums, in private collections, or on the black market, but the vast ransom promised by Atahualpa, the sacred hoards hidden from the Spanish, the riches of Paititi, they remain missing. So what really happened to the lost treasure of the Incas? Was it buried, forgotten, lost to time? Or are we simply looking in the wrong place? Could it still be out there, hidden in the shadows of the Andes or the depths of the Amazon rainforest, waiting for someone brave enough or lucky enough to find it? Or perhaps the greatest treasure of all is the story itself, a mystery that still captivates the world centuries later. One thing is certain: until the treasure is found, the legend will never die. And maybe, just maybe, that's exactly how the Incas wanted it.